reviews and bad ratings on review sites, we know for sure Gunn bots will post fake positive reviews, so we must let people know the truth. You haven't even seen the fucking movie, you asshole. Fucking testicle juggler.
What's going on, my beautiful DCU brothers and sisters? And James Gunn is aware of Brandon Sklenar. So a fan asked James Gunn, "Hey James, do you watch 1923, and are you a fan of the character that Brandon Sklenar plays?" And James Gunn says, "Yes, I watched the show. It's great." So James Gunn is aware of Brandon Sklenar. Do I think he has his eye on Batman? I mean, at the very least, I'm sure that James Gunn has done auditions of thousands of actors, and I'm sure Brandon Sklenar was one of them. Listen, I've said this before, I'll say it again. I think James Gunn already has his Batman. I think he has his Batman. I think he has his Batman cast, and we are just waiting for an official announcement until Superman releases. Everything is hinging upon Superman. If Superman becomes a gigantic success, which I think it will, the floodgates are going to open, and we are going to get a lot of DCU casting announcements and film announcements. If Superman is bad and doesn't open to what Warner Brothers and James Gunn expect, then things are gonna get rough. But I do think that James Gunn has his Batman cast, whether it's Brandon Sklenar, whether it's Alan Richardson, or whether it's an up-and-coming new actor that we haven't heard of before. It's all going to depend on if the actor is great, because that's all I care about. Is the actor great, and does he have chemistry with David Cornswell, which James Gunn already knows is. He's aware. He knows what he wants out of his Batman, and he knows what the chemistry tests and readings with other actors are like, or going to be like. So I have complete faith in James Gunn, and whether it's Brandon Sklenar, who I think it's a perfectly suitable casting. I really like him in 1923. I think that's a really underrated show, and I think he gives that gruff performance from Batman. But again, it also depends on what kind of Batman that James Gunn is looking for. Like, James Gunn doesn't want what Robert Pattinson did with Matt Reeves in the Batman. Maybe he wants a more I want to say lighthearted Batman, but a less grounded and more fantastical version of Batman, and what that Bruce Wayne Batman needs to be to fit into the DCU with Damian Wayne. Because once you introduce Robin and the Bat family, then the tone is going to be a little different from what we've seen from previous films. So it all depends, but I do think that James Gunn has his eye on Brandon Sklenar as Batman. So that's going to be it. Hit like, subscribe, follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Discord, TikTok, sisters, check them comments below. What do you think of all of this news? And as always, truth out.
And the Zack Snyder fans are weirdos. I'm